Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and I have a new ghost in the house. I know I have ghosts all the time, but this one is kind of a little bit different. Not last night, but the night before, he came in, and as soon as I felt his energy in my space, it was about 2:20 in the morning that he came in. But as soon as I felt his energy in the space, I started getting a massive headache. And it was kind of right back here behind my right ear, kind of involving my ear, but it started here back behind my ear. And then it kind of overwhelmed my whole ear. I was just overwhelmed by the energy and the pain. I was like, oh my gosh. And now I'll tell you is one of the things that I end up doing is I feel how someone passes. And when I do that, I only feel like maybe 1 or 2% of what they felt. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is such pain. I can't believe, that he lived through this. And he goes, no, I passed. This is how I passed. And I said, okay, so what else is going on? I feel other injuries. I feel like I was being kicked in the stomach because I felt nauseous after a while. My rib cage up in here started to hurt. My back hips started to ache. My hips and my legs, not just my back, but kind of, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so painful. And at first, all he came through was like how he passed. And I can feel like he was about to pass. He wasn't completely gone, and like something starts hacking at his body. And I know that sounds horrific, and it really was. He was murdered. He was his body was decapitated. He was chopped up into smaller pieces. And some of that happened or started when he was still alive. So he wasn't 100% passed when this all started. So that's part of the trauma that he went through. Part of this is because he saw something he wasn't supposed to see. And I would say some type of drug deal gone bad. I kind of feel like northern Mexico or close to the border of Texas, but not necessarily on the border of Texas. It's one of those. Um, his he At the time of his death, he didn't know he had any kids. I feel like someone was pregnant with his child, but he didn't know about that until after he passed. He has a large family. Um, Kind of the interesting thing is, yesterday evening, I was talking to a potential new client and called and, how do I book and how do I schedule an appointment and how do we do all these things? And I'm like, okay, so blah, 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 talking to her. And his his energy came back up to mine. And I said, she wasn't calling to talk about him or getting in touch with him. And I said, so do you have someone in your family that could have been possibly murdered? And she goes, oh my gosh, my uncle. And I said, okay, I think your uncle's already here with me waiting for you to do this reading. And that happens a lot. Um, so it was just kind of quite interesting that he came through at that time frame, that he came through with the information that he did. It was really amazing. Um, I didn't get a lot of information from her, and I won't see her for a few more days, but this is how ghosts come to me all the time. It's to tell me their story, to tell me that somehow I'm connected. So every one of these ghost stories that I've posted comes to me in hopes that they can give a message to their family that they're okay now, that however they pass from cancer or disease or a car accident or something else, they're coming to tell their family, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm on the other side. I made it. So I think that's the best part of this. It's one of those, I kind of get the name Guillermo. Guillermo is what it sounds like to me. So I'm not sure if that's who he is or who he wants to give a message to. So I just know that that's a name that he's giving me. Um, he's a very sweet soul, but like I said, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time and saw something he probably shouldn't have. So there is a lot of energy caught up in this. He's not angry, he's not mad or upset or anything like that. He just who he is, but he's always been like that. I hope that he finds peace, and I hope that he gives an amazing message to his family so they feel at peace. And that's the best part of what I do. I hope you have an amazing day, and I know we'll be talking soon.